What's up, future millionaires? It's Mike the Investor. Now, is the metaverse crashing? Well, if we go back just to November 14th, the market was a little bit over 3 trillion as a whole. And now if we look at the market as today, we are hovering a little bit over 2.5 trillion. And so we definitely had some steam fall off in a short amount of time. And so what we're going to look at in this video, number one, we're going to briefly look at the entire metaverse cryptocurrency space. And then secondly, we're going to cover a couple things to keep in mind about buying the dip. And so before we dive into today's content, take advantage of grabbing some free Bitcoin by using the Voyager and BlockFi link in the description below. But enough talking, let's jump into it. Alright, crypto investors, welcome back to the channel. Now, according to CoinGecko, we can see the cryptocurrency market as a whole is around 2.5 trillion, and we are down about 6.4% on the day. Now, for the 24-hour volume, 160.9 billion. Now, as we look at the metaverse market capitalization as a whole, it is around 30.9 billion, right under 31 billion, and we can see it is down 2.6% on the 24 hours. Now, as we look at the main four here, 𝗧𝗓𝗏𝗡 Infinity, Sandbox, Decentraland, and Engine. Now we can see on the hour they have started to turn back around a little bit, but when we look on the 24-hour, look how much this is just all red, blood in the streets here. Engine down 11%. Mana down 13.2%, Sandbox down 9.8%, and you see 𝗧𝗓𝗏𝗡 Infinity just changed to now 7.5%. And if we look on the week here, Engine 22%, Mana 19.2%, Sandbox 15.3%, and you got 𝗧𝗓𝗏𝗡 Infinity has kind of been flat here. And so that's just kind of how the market has been going as a whole as far as the metaverse space. Now, of course, the metaverse is going to be affected when the entire, cryptocurrency market is affected as well. So now let's discuss a couple things about buying the dip. Well, number one, about buying the dip, remember, don't invest all of your capital, because if the market continues to drop, you still have more money to invest at lower prices. So you don't want to catch a falling knife. So just keep that in mind. Secondly, when we're talking about the metaverse space, one of the newest spaces in the crypto industry, a lot of the projects still right now is too early to know, are they truly going to make it? And so when you're talking about buying the dip, me personally, I'm going to be buying the dip first in projects that I believe that's truly going to be here. Not projects that have a very good white paper, not projects that say, hey, this is what we're trying to accomplish. And there's nothing against those projects. But when you're talking about your own personal capital, and when you're talking about an extreme pullback, I'm not in the business of losing my money. And so for me, I'm going to first look at the projects I believe that's going to be here. And that's how you want to look at buying the dip. So one last key thing I want to go over in today's video, and this has to deal with an investor's mental. When you're buying the dip, it takes courage. Definitely if you're down on a position, or if you just see the market all red, it takes courage to buy the dip. So you want to build that up. Secondly, when you're buying the dip, you have to be prepared that things can go lower. And so you have to be mentally prepared for that. If you invest at this price, be prepared that things can go lower. And so if you can't cope with that, you want to be mentally prepared. Should I stay on the sidelines, or should I invest? And that's something that you as an investor have to figure out. Don't go off of anyone else, because remember, these are your investments. When you take profits, you're not giving those profits, to anyone that you're watching on YouTube. So make sure you're doing what's best for you and your family. All right, investors, if you stayed this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching. And if you gained some value from this video, most importantly, you know what to do. Smash that like button. But remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, always invest in yourself, and I'm out.